Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Minecraft Survival Series. And we are back. We got our computer up and running again. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. My power supply decided to just poop out and not want to work. So yeah, we are back here now. And we're going to kind of just show you. So I did a little bit of work. I finally got this door working out. Still need to mess around with how it's triggering, but I like how this looks. As you can see, it works, but we need it to open instead of close when we step on the pressure plates. So, one thing at a time. But today, since I want to get something out for you guys before Saturday, today is Friday, nearly the end of Friday actually, I think we're just going to do a Q&A caving sesh. So up here on my other monitor, I have a bunch of questions pulled up and just kind of let you guys get to know Grizz a little bit, know a little bit more about me. So what I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to go ahead and just take my elytra and we're going to go fly a little bit. I'm going to find a cave and then I'll come back with you guys and we'll get started with that Q&A caving. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have found us a nice cave here. First thing, I do want to apologize. I have not been able to add the new people to our comment podiums. Like I said, just barely got the computer fixed, but I will get you guys added for next episode and I'll show it all off. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys, all the videos that got up, those two that we did. I appreciate all of you guys' feedback and everything. Can't wait to go look at the comments. But I've just been able to see that there's been a lot of activity, and I appreciate you guys. So let's jump down in this cave here, and let's get started with a little bit of the get to know Grizz. Alright, so first question that I have on this list here is, what are your hobbies? Well, my hobbies include some very, very interesting things. Not really the slightest. Number one, huge gamer, obviously, as you're watching a Minecraft video. This guy really must like video games, right? Only makes sense. I do like that a lot. And let me tell you, gaming is one of those things that, it never gets old, right? You always get to experience something. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can walk and chew gum at the same time, as they say. Yeah, I'm a huge gamer. I love movies. I love watching movies. I've said it in previous videos, but Lord of the Rings is my ultimate favorite one. I could binge watch that extended edition all day long for 36 hours every day. And, yeah. So with that, I would say that's one of my big hobbies. Another one would be, as well, I've gotten into reading. I'm actually a reader, which actually begs a question for you guys. Why don't you guys go ahead and lay down, like, if you guys like to read, why don't you leave a comment with your favorite book? And yeah, I've just started rereading a few series, just trying to get back into it. But yeah, those are just some of my bigger hobbies, as well as rugby and sports. So that pretty much defines what I like. So that's a good first question here. The next thing it says on here is, do you collect anything? Yes, I do. I am a collector of Magic the Gathering cards. I don't know if you guys know what Magic the Gathering is, but it's a much like Yu-Gi-Oh! / Pokemon / those type of trading card games. And basically which you have these monsters or creature cards, spell cards, and all these different things you play. And it's really fun. I have so far I think I have 2 binders worth of stuff. Yeah, I just have tons of cards, but I love collecting those. Another one here is what's on my bucket list. Some bucket list items I have. I do want to go skydiving. I want to go bull riding. Yeah, I know that one's probably never going to happen. It's very dangerous. Yeah, so those are the biggest ones. Oh, also, I want to go to a gaming convention as a creator. That's my ultimate goal. And that would be so much fun. PAX. Actually, I haven't heard much about any of those in a long time. I don't even know since COVID if they still do those. But I would love to be I want to be on a panel for something, whatever it may be. But I want to be on a panel. I think that would just be fun. And just have fans and we can chit chat about things. That would be, actually, I think that would be one of my top bucket list items is just to be on a panel for something. Doesn't matter what. As long as I'm somehow related to whatever it's talking about and I can actually carry a conversation about it, sure. Minecraft, absolutely. Lord of the Rings, absolutely. Ooh, guys, Nelly. Oh, shoot, guys, I just realized I don't have my fortune pick, so I'm going to hurry and write these coordinates down, and I'm going to hurry and run back to the house real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and get some more torches and stuff. So let me be right back, and we'll continue on getting to know Grizz. All right, here we are. We are back, and we got lots of stuff. Actually, before we continue on questions, I kind of want to tell you guys why I'm caving. It's for a top secret project, and that's all you get. Yeah, I have a fun project I want to start, but I need a lot of ores for it. So, even iron and coal, which I need to get more of. But anywho, let's continue on getting to know me here. Let's see here. What is my favorite holiday? This is a tough one, okay? Because, some people are like, oh, it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, it's Halloween. Those are basic. Sorry, those are basic. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I love eating as much food as possible. But I am a 4th of July fan. That's my favorite holiday. You get to blow stuff up, at least for us here in America. And it's like a holiday where we get to celebrate our independence. But I enjoy it because you get to eat lots of food, and you get to see cool fireworks, a lot of explosions and stuff. So, yeah, that's a weird one, I know. Don't get me wrong, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, those are all really fun. But again, I am a 4th of July fan. I would have to say. All right, here, let's see. I'm just literally reading off some questions that you would get as like icebreakers for a new job. That's basically what I looked up. So, let's see here. What skill would you most like to learn? A skill I would really like to learn, which I'm kind of learning now. I don't know if that kind of defeats the purpose of this question, but I really want to get into programming. As I explained before, I am in the IT field as a career outside of the YouTubes, and I think it would just be cool to learn more about the programming side, because I can build a computer, and can connect it to the internet, connect a printer. Oh, this continues even further. That's cool. Yeah, I think programming is actually a really big one that I would like to learn more about. Like I said, I've kind of been learning on the side, but like fully know it would be programming and or like video game design. Like how they render like 3D, like the 3D images, for example, even like Minecraft, for example, all these blocks and everything. I think that would be a fun skill to learn. Because, I don't know, I just would love to know how those technical things work. Let's see here. What is the coolest place you traveled? The coolest place I have traveled, I would say, was to Oahu. I almost said Oahu, Ohio. That's absolutely wrong. Oahu, Hawaii. That was so much fun. Let me kind of tell you the story behind it. It was a spur-of-the-moment trip. And you know what? I'm going to be an advocate for any of you young folks, like 18 to 20, or even beyond that. If you have a trip that you want to go on, just go. Just go for it. If you really want to travel, you can find a way to make it happen. So I actually was working, and my coworker and I, we were like, dude, you know what? Let's just go to Hawaii. And I was like, yeah, right, man. Like, we're just going to get up and go. And I kid you not, this man gets on the computer at work, looks up travel deals, and we see that they're pretty like inexpensive at the time. Because it was like kind of right as COVID was kind of dying down and people were like going more. So I guess the flights were like, hey, you can come and take a nice flight for free. Not free, obviously, but yeah, I was like totally thought this dude was joking, right? I'm sitting there, we're like laughing. It's like 2 a.m. because it was a graveyard shift, and he's like, no, dude, let's go. And I was like, okay, man, if you get your ticket, I'll get a ticket. And what did he do? He went on that site like immediately while we're at work. Mind you, again, we did this all at work, and we just bought tickets for like the next week. And we just called off at the same time. We're like, yeah, we're not coming in this week. And we just went to Hawaii, and it was the coolest place. First of all, the Hawaiian culture is so much fun. If you guys get a chance, you should go. They're such a nice people, man. They're like so inviting. They're always like, hey, you want to come hang out? Especially people on the beach. I met some really cool friends there. To this day, still kind of know and keep in touch with, but it's one of those things, man. It was just so cool in that sense. And also the ocean. I live in a landlocked state, so we don't get to see the ocean very often. We have to travel far and wide to see that. But being on those beaches, those postcards, or even like TV shows about Hawaii, can't do it justice. It is such a pretty place. And I don't know, they're like the actual jungle was so cool, man. It's like, I don't know if you guys watch Hawaii 5-0. love that show. But, it takes place in Hawaii, obviously, hence the name. And I was always watching it. I'm like, dude, I want to go see this. I found the palace, like where their main headquarters are. I went to it. It was great. I was so excited. I was fanboying so hard. I'll be the first to admit it. So yeah, I'd say Hawaii. That'd be the coolest place I've traveled. I've also been to Mexico as well, and that's up there. I think they're pretty much tied, actually, in my opinion, for the coolest places that I've been. So yeah, so anything from that rambling, though, just go for it. Like, just, you know what? If you really want to go somewhere, you can make it happen. Just follow your dreams. Just go on that trip. You'll never regret it. Your credit card might. But at the end of the day, you'll be like, you know what? That was worth it. Moving on. What does my average weekend look like? My average weekend looks extremely awesome and amazing. Like, I'm like at the club every day. Actually, that's a lie. No, my average weekend's actually really nice. I just hang out with my wife, and we hang out with our cats, and we just have a good old time. Yeah, really relax. We watch movies, like, every day. Like, some Saturdays, like the 2 Saturdays in a row, we've just been watching movies. Like, just a whole bunch of movies. Just been watching them. So, yeah, it's really just laid back. I chill. I make a Minecraft video for you guys, which is the best part, So, yeah, that's my weekend. Let's see. Who is your hero? These are some really eye-opening questions. Really get you reflecting on your soul. Who is my hero? That's a really good question. Is that like a role model? I guess they're probably leaning towards. I don't know if I actually have like a hero. I kind of just have like favorites like everybody else does. Do I have a hero? I'm gonna come back to that question. Ask me again later. Magic conch shell. Let's see. We'll come back to that one. Let's see here. I'm trying not to die by this baby zombie. Also, that's why Oh, he's right here. Let's die, fool. Die. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Oh, here's a funny one. When did you first feel like an adult? That's a very, very deep question. I don't know if I've ever felt like that. No, I'm just kidding. I think the first time I really felt like an adult was how old was I? I was 19. Yeah, I was 19 years old, and I had to go to the DMV to register, get a new license. No, I was 20, turning 21. That's when I really felt like an adult, because I had to sit at the DMV, had to re-register my car, and sign up for my license to come when I'm 21. And oh my gosh, let me tell you, standing in the DMV for hours upon hours I was there for 3 hours, and my requests were the easiest things in the world. It literally, after I got to the window, it took me 20 minutes, but I sat in there for almost 3 hours. Oh my Hannah. And yeah, that's when I was this is adult life. I literally work all day, have to come to the DMV, register a car. That was my big eye-opening moment as an adult. And then you realize that, you know what? Being an adult sucks, so just keep being a kid. Keep that kid spirit. Never lose that. That was my moment. Let's see here. What opinion do you care most about? What opinion do I care most about? I'm not, that's one thing you should know as well. I'm not a very opinionated person. Honestly, I kind of just believe everybody has the right opinion, but one opinion that probably is the most controversial. We're totally going to just get controversial right now. I honestly don't mind pineapple on pizza. I don't. Hawaiian pizza, it's fine for me. Bacon, Canadian. Is it Canadian bacon? Actually, I haven't had a Hawaiian pizza forever. I think it's ham and pineapple. You know what? In my personal opinion, I don't care about. It's a pizza. It's delicious. You know what? I probably just lost my 90% of my fan base, but you know what? I'll say it. I'll say it again. Pineapple is fine on pizza. I'll die on that hill for sure. Oh, let's see. Oh, let me gotta scroll on the other screen here. What do you enjoy spending money on? Oh, goodness. Oh, I probably shouldn't answer this. I like spending money on is entertainment. That can take any form. Movies, TV show. I'm the kind of person that buys disc sets still of movies, even though you can find most of them streaming. I enjoy spending money on that because I'm like, you know what? This is one of those things. Like, if the internet died and I still had power on my DVD player, I can watch these movies. But entertainment, that's the biggest one. Go to the movies. A lot of it goes on movies and video games. Probably the most things I enjoy spending money on. Also, I just want to hear the real, truthful, sappy answer. It's spending it on my wife. Not even gonna lie. I like spending money on her. Especially when we go to like roller skating and stuff like that. Yeah. So, entertainment. We'll just leave it at that. Aside from necessities, what is one thing I could not go a day without? I could not go a day without my cats. You know what? I've said it before. I've been converted to a cat dad. Like 1,000%. Literally, you take a picture in your mind of the cat dad. Boom. There I am. I'm in your brain now. So I love them so much. If I had to go a day without seeing them, I would die. My heart would give out. It is really seriously. It's become one of those things that I just enjoy. Coming home, opening the door, and I see my cute little babies just hanging out, having a good time. And I'm like, ooh, this is it. I just need them. And to see my wife. Those are the two things. Boom. I need those. If I go without either of those, I'm a grouchy grump the rest of whatever time that is. Yeah. Let's see here. What are you most looking forward to? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is actually something I have been thinking about for a while. So, there's a couple of people relatively close to me that want to play on a Minecraft server together. So I'm like really excited to get a realm set up and play with them. And we're going to teach someone to play Minecraft. And it's going to be fun. So that actually leads me to my next point. Would you guys want to see that? Like, if I got their permission and everything was kosher, would you guys want to see me play with them? Kind of like an SMP type video. If you guys would like that, please leave a like and leave a comment saying, hey, that would be awesome, Grizz, or no, that's a dumb idea. But I'm really looking forward to playing with them because, honestly, it's so much fun. I don't know about you guys, but like playing with other people sometimes it's just what you need. Get all those inside jokes and you can just laugh and have a good time. So, also, okay, I have an idea, and I really, hopefully we can find someone here together. I'm actually starting up an Instagram page for my YouTube channel so that we could communicate a little bit easier. I want to get a group collaborative of like creators like my size or bigger, and kind of recreate like a YouTube creators Minecraft server. Okay? Like, just hear me out. I think that would be so much fun. We just get like a bunch of people that like, I'm a relatively small channel, let's be honest. That's a fact. I'm not trying to say I'm like this really big grand YouTuber. But, we get someone like me that has like 40 subscribers or 20 subscribers, and we get like 10 or 15 of us all together, and we all can like record and make video content on it, and then we have like collab episodes, where we like do builds together or go mining together. I feel like that would just be a blast. And what I'm kind of referencing is, I don't know if you guys watched the Minecraft server at all. Vintage Beef, Good, Pause on Pause, Ethos Lab, Seth Bling, those guys. I want something like that. I want to work towards that. And I feel like that should be a goal of mine, is I want to find some people that are interested in this idea and wanting to do something. I think it would just be fun. Again, going back to the SMP server, like, we could become friends and have a good time. So, if you guys are interested in like maybe pursuing this with me, let me know. I would really be down to like start looking into the logistics of it and starting to see if we can come together. And I should have my Instagram page actually. I should have it up, and there probably won't be any pictures on it yet, but I will post it in the description of this here video, so y'all can go start following it, and then we could DM and have conversations. So yeah, I totally got off topic of just talking about myself. Anywho, let's see here. What is the biggest risk you've ever took? What is the You know what? I would have to say the biggest risk I've ever taken. Oh, there's been a few. And a couple of them are too personal. So we'll just leave it at this one. I would say would be joining my high school rugby team. That was honestly the coolest and most fun experience I had. You know, it was a sport I never heard about until then, until my friends were like, hey, we're starting up a club, and are you going to Ooh. And I was like, a little bit nervous, so I ended up doing track for a little bit. I did field. I'm a bigger guy, so, you know, I did the field. I threw the shot put and all those. And then one day, one of my buddies came over and was like, dude, you got to join the rugby club. And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, you should just come to a practice. And I was like, okay. So what did I do? I went to the practice that following night, and it was awesome, man. That was probably the biggest because it was a sport I never played. It's a full contact sport, mind you, without pads. I did grow up playing football, and so I was like, dude, what in the heck? Like, no pads? Like, we're all going to die. Like, we're going to get hurt and die. Like, that's just the fact. But, nope. I decided to go, went there, had the best time of my 4 years in school. Was on that rugby team. And I hope those guys are watching, because I want them to know that they totally made my life, man. They made me to the guy who I am today. They were great examples. Yeah. So let's see here. Let me check on the recording. Let's see how long we've been going here. 16 minutes. All right. We got a few more minutes here. Let's get a few more questions. Okay. Now this category is fun. Get to know you questions. Tell us an embarrassing story. Oh, okay. Here's an embarrassing story. Actually, I don't know if it's super embarrassing, but I thought it was pretty funny. So I get to Chick-fil-A, and don't know if many of you guys know, Chick-fil-A drive-thrus can take forever long. Like, Squints would be talking for days. If you catch my Sandlot reference there, you're amazing. But I was sitting in the line, you know, I ordered my food, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like waiting to get to the window, and they're like, oh, here's your total, that'll be like blah, 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 right? I'm like, okay. Pat my pocket. I don't feel my wallet. And I'm like, well, shoot, I thought I grabbed it. Nope, I did not grab my wallet, so I drove all the way to a Chick-fil-A, and then all the way back home, and then all the way back to a Chick-fil-A with my wallet that time. And it was just embarrassing. I know that probably happens quite a bit to people, but I thought, dude, this is just... It was kind of embarrassing, too, because then the lady handing out the food, she's like, oh, welcome back. I was like, thanks. So, I don't know. It was kind of embarrassing, but more kind of funny. If your pet could talk, what do you think they might say about you? Honestly, I think they would say that I'm the coolest guy ever. No, I think they'd be like, dude, this dude's got some funny jokes sometimes. He's chilling. And I think they would say I'm also really awesome because we have a baby kitten, right? She's only 2 months old. I get up every day, 5 a.m., and I get her breakfast. So I feel like she would be the one that's on my side being like, you know what, Dad's really cool. He's a sweet guy. That's what I think she would say. My cat Gimli would kind of just be like, really? That guy? He's okay. You know, he's all right. He's not fantastic, but he's okay. So, I think that's what they would say. I hope it'd be nice things. Honestly, I would love a translator, like a cat translator, or an animal translator in general, I should say. You know how fun that would be? You could just chit-chat, talk smack with your animal, and be like, dude, did you see so-and-so from down the yard? Pfft, yeah, gross. You know, I think that would just be fun. Because let's face it, we all, pet owners, we talk to our cats, dogs, fish, turtles, parrots. We talk to them as their people. So wouldn't it be just nice if we could just actually communicate? I think that would be so cool. Oh, all right. Strangest food combination that I enjoy. I'm actually going to twist that question to the strangest food combination that I've ever tried. Ketchup on pizza. Yep. I'm just going to leave a little bit of air on that question and answer because, yes, I have eaten ketchup on my pizza. Pepperoni pizza with ketchup. I got double tomato sauce on there. And I'm going to tell you what. It was good. I actually liked it. I was living down in Mexico, actually, at the time, and my friend was like, dude, let's order a pizza. I was like, okay, let's get some pizza. I'm hungry. I could eat a pizza. And, you know, we wait for the delivery guy, shows up on his bike, pulls out the bag, brings us the pizza. and I open it, and you know like how Papa John's has like the garlic sauce, or like other pizza places have kind of like marinara sauce in their box. There's just ketchup packets. Just packets of ketchup just sitting there. And I was like, what? WT what? And he's like, we gotta eat it. And I'm like, what do you mean I gotta eat it? He's like, yeah, put the ketchup on the pizza. And I was like, you're insane. I'm not doing that. And he's like, just put the ketchup on the pizza. I did. And let me tell you, to this day, I would never do it unless it is like the ketchup brand that I had down there. I think it was catsup. But it was actually really good. Let's see here. Another question. There's actually these are pretty fun. I should have started with these ones. Let's see. What is the strangest irrational fear? Oh, okay. So, in the car, you're driving, and a rattlesnake comes out from under the driver's seat, like while you're going on the freeway. So you know you can't just abruptly stop or that is one of my biggest fears. It doesn't have to be a rattlesnake, though. Just a snake in general comes out of nowhere from under your seat, and I'm stuck. And I can't move, and I can't get out. That is honestly my biggest, weirdest, irrational fear, is getting trapped by a serpent in my car. So, to answer that, I don't know how irrational that is, but, I don't know. My dad talked about it one time. He's like, I think it's one of those childhood learned fears, because he has the same one, and I think we've had a conversation about it when I was a kid, and I think it just stuck with me, and I was like, yeah, what if that happens? I'm dead, That and a spider just, like, crawling in my mouth, those are, yeah, a little TMI on that spider one, but those are my irrational fears. What is the grossest thing you would do for $100? I think for $100, I would eat some roadkill. I don't know why that's where my brain went with that question. Honestly, if someone was like, "Hey, here's $100," and I get to cook it, I'm not gonna eat roadkill. That's too gross. That's like maybe like a $10,000 dare. But $100, they're like, I'm gonna grill up this dead raccoon right now. It's been in the sun, squished for like 4 days, but I'm gonna grill it and cook it, and I'm getting $100 out of that. I think I could do it for $100. Again, don't know why I thought of like eating that kind of stuff for $100. But now you know, Grizz would do it for $100. And if I ever did a charity, I'm not doing it. If I ever did a charity live stream and one of you guys comment saying, Grizz, you should eat some roadkill. Remember that Q&A caving you did? I wouldn't even acknowledge you. I wouldn't even acknowledge you there. Just kidding, I'll always acknowledge you, but I will not acknowledge the request to eat roadkill unless it's for a really good charity. And then even then, that's a huge maybe. So we're going to move to a next question. What is my go-to karaoke song? Oh man, I am a karaoke guy. Honestly, I love karaoke. It's so much fun. I have a blast every time I go. But my one go-to song, I would have to say, is, get ready for this, get ready. It's a Luke Bryan. Oh, what is the song now? Dang it. As I say, it's a go-to song. I should have it, like, memorized. It's that Blink-182 song. Like, Where Are You? The one that everybody memed for the longest time on TikTok. That one. That's my go-to. Or What's My Age? That one, too. Also really like Blink-182. BT dubs. Alright, let's check the recording time here. Ooh, alright. Time for one last question. What should it be? Okay. Let's try and kill these guys real quick. And we're gonna do a part 2 of this. So we're gonna have just two. You're gonna get a double feature tomorrow, and it's gonna be just 2 caving ones because I really need a ton of ores, but I also need the shinier stuff, so I need to get deeper. So last question for part 1 would be, if I was a superhero, who would be my arch nemesis? I personally, I think my arch nemesis would be evil Batman, like reverse Batman from DC Universe. Why? Because I would want a challenge, facing off Batman, that's a challenge. As an arch nemesis, hands down. I think that would be the coolest thing ever. And also, Reverse Batman is a G. He kills people, so I could be totally wrong on what that's his name, but that version of Batman where he kills people and he is the villain, that's my arch nemesis, hands down. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. Again, I'm gonna get caught up on comments, and we're gonna have a part 2. So tomorrow on Saturday, hopefully you'll have 2 episodes come out of me talking about me. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this first part, and I'll see you soon. Bye.